Is it legal to record ICE?
You guys need to stop following.
First and last warning.
It's not illegal.
I know, but it is illegal to impede.
You're gonna get arrested.
We're not impeding.
Yes, you are.
Following us, you are impeding operations. This is the United States federal government. No, for what?
You fall off again, we're going.
I'll work around.
Last June, a DHS bulletin directed officers to consider, quote, use of cameras, live streaming, and video recording at protests as unlawful civil unrest tactics and threats. That July, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem clarified that violence includes anything that threatens agents and their safety, so it is doxing them, is videotaping them where they're at. Furthering that idea, DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, Tricia McLaughlin, later reinforced this characterization of filming agents, telling reporters that, quote, videotaping ICE law enforcement and posting photos and videos of them online is doxing our agents. We will prosecute those who illegally harass ICE agents to the fullest extent of the law. Well, that is an open and shut case. As long as you forget about 1791's First Amendment to the Constitution, drafted by the OG James Madison, future president. The First Amendment protects the right of free speech, freedom of the press, freedom to assemble, and so forth. But I know what you're thinking. Well, video recording didn't exist in 1791. Well, in 2005's Robinson v. Fetterman, the Third Circuit Court held that there is a free speech right to follow and film officers in performance of their public duties. 5 years later, in 2010's Citizen United v. the FEC, the Supreme Court also recognized that, quote, if a law restricts filming itself, one could argue that such a law restricts a medium of expression and thus an integral step in the speech process. 2 years later, the Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals upheld this as well. In fact, every Circuit Court of Appeals to date has sided with this. Recording federal officers in performance of their duties is very much protected under the First Amendment. Full stop. Likewise, ICE agents have been claiming it's illegal to follow agents. Well, no. The same court case protecting freedom of speech and every court of appeals affirms that as long as you're not actively interfering with their operations, following and observing law enforcement is perfectly legal. The agents might get scared or anxious, but their personal feelings do not preclude the laws as set forth by the Constitution of the United States. Now, that may be the law, but then again, human rights organizations like the Electronic Frontier Foundation stress that law enforcement officers may illegally retaliate against you in a number of ways, including with arrest, destruction of your device, and bodily harm. All the things we are seeing right now, thankfully, because they're being recorded. Now, it is illegal to obstruct traffic, like they used to justify killing Renee Good. But then again, if you see the video, you'll also see that she wasn't obstructing traffic either. Neither was this gentleman in Stephen Square. Actually, the ICE agents were parked on the wrong side of the road, but I guess they're allowed to make the situation for motorists much more unsafe?